Yeah, I mean, a good win against a good team. I was in that league for a long time, and that team's going to have a chance to win their championship. Other good teams in that league too, but they're well coached, play hard. I thought their big fella really played good tonight. Their guards around them played good. Elijah Martin was good. Mississippi kid played terrific against us tonight, made a bunch of shots. Thought we had a really good rhythm in about that midway of the first half. It's as good as we've guarded. Got out to 15, and you thought went to the last media timeout and talked about trying to be a dominant team in the last media segment, like 3:49, and they go from 15 to 9. And I thought that kind of gave them some life. And then we got it back out to about 15. Could never really put them away. But I was proud of our team when the game got to 6. We really executed inline out of bounds action tonight really well. I mean, I don't know, we maybe had 10 or 12 points off inline of bounds. Executed some things down the stretch, made some free throws down the stretch. So Florida Atlantic's a hard team to guard. And but a good win, and move forward and see if we can get better and get ready for an NCAA tournament team from last year, Chattanooga.
You guys had a pretty balanced offense. Shot the ball fairly well. Were you pretty pleased with offensively in general?
I was, Neil. I mean, our assist turnover was better, 15 to 10. We keep this stat of no dribble passes. We had like 44. Our goal's like 65 or 70. Now, they had something to do with it. They got up in the passing lanes, and I thought they tried to do a good job with Matt. They tried to be real physical with Matt, so we tried to start doing some downhill stuff for him. I thought Jamin was really good tonight, really good. I mean, I looked at him and said, God, he only played 22 minutes. I should have played him more. But I liked Josh Mballa, I thought Josh, his physicalness is starting to get healthier, getting better. Robert Allen was solid. We struggled a little bit early at our 5 spot, and I thought, we started Jay in the second half. I thought Theo came in the second half and did better. So you're right. The balance, we played, I think, probably 12 guys in the game.
Some of those scoring droughts kind of, beyond the 10-minute mark in the second half, was there kind of a common denominator in some of those? Or?
I thought we had balls around the goal, that we didn't finish around the goal. I thought we had some loose balls that right around the goal we just couldn't finish. Early in the game, we were playing a little too, we're playing horizontal, not vertical. Then I started, we went downhill, got up 7 or 8, and Florida Atlantic had some things to do with that, but I just didn't think we were very tough at times around the rim of finishing balls and using our size.
You mentioned Jamin, 17 today. I think he had 3 in the first game. What's sort of the balance between him being aggressive and playing within the flow of what you guys want?
Yeah, I mean, he got good shots and he made good shots. The biggest thing with Jamin when he rebounds the ball. If he rebounds the ball, he's going to play well. Exhibition game had 11, got 16. Tonight had 8, got 17. It doesn't matter what your position, but if you'll rebound the ball, you'll play. And like the other night, that's why I kept Theo in the game against Alcorn. Theo had 10 rebounds. But for Jamin to get 8 in that 22 minutes is really good, and I thought he was just efficient. And I tell you what Jamin was tonight, he was physical around the rim, getting balls in the goal.
Touched on it, saying, but those surges that FAU would have, talk about getting it to 6 and then, stretching it out. With all these new pieces trying to gel, just kind of your thoughts of how they would respond with each of them.
Yeah, I thought they were good. I mean, I was really proud of TJ. We left Amari out there, quite a bit, and TJ ran our team with no turnovers. The last one, I think Miles saved him, against the press, but it really did. 3 assists, no turnovers, ran the team, made 2 big free throws at the end. He's going to be a really elite defender, and he's going to get where he's going to really make shots. So I was proud of him. Matt's, I think it was a career high, right, Tyler? 7 assists for Matt. So, as a good player will do, they got into him, and he deferred, made some really good plays, So, yeah, we're just going to be a growing team and still trying to figure out our, 9-10 right now, and need to have a couple good days of practice, and we'll see if we can figure it out before Tuesday night.
Talk about Josh Mballa getting healthier. Where do you feel like he kind of is as far as, getting 100%?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at his stat line, right now. He's 3 for 4, had 10 points, 3 rebounds. As some guys do he's such a big guy, physical guy, he gained so much. He's lost about 6 pounds, and it's helped him. Guys are gaining a little weight during an injury. You can't be as active. And so he's lost about 6.5 pounds. It's made him more athletic, and then he's gotten healthier. I mean, he can play above the rim. He's physical. You saw tonight he made a 3. He can do that. And so, what we can do is kind of play forward basketball if we need to, play him and Robert or him and Jamin, and one of them play the 5. and they're physical enough to guard the other team's 5, but now maybe a mismatch we can get against the team's 5. So that's something we really got to look at more.
Any further questions for Coach?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, James.